Hey guys, I'm back. What I've decided to do here, if you watch the other video, I shaved with the two razors. I shaved with the three razors. Two of them did really well. The third one, I didn't sharpen it, whereas the other two I did, but this one I didn't. The gentleman who sent it to me thought it would be good, and it was, but I think I can make it better. So what I want to do in this video is I want to sharpen this one and I want to video it. A couple things. First off, hang with me because I'm using a tripod now. My cameraman, Danny, he's in college and he doesn't want to help his old man do this stuff. No, actually, he's just busy. But yeah, so the Yurii Kravchenko, this is a beautiful blade, beautiful craftsmanship. Big 10/8, I don't know what that is. That's over an inch, heavy grind. And I'm going to, I haven't actually decided what the progression is, but I will do it and I will film the whole thing. Before I do that, I have to tell you about this stone holder, the sink bridge. This thing I got from Chef Knife to Go. I'll have them put it on my page. There'll be a link down below. This thing is just phenomenal. You see me use it in a second on the sink. It might look kind of busy with all these little pieces here, but these are like rubber pieces, and so there's no banging on the sink. I have a stone top here. The sink is stainless, and so, you know, I've seen wooden ones. Wooden ones I've heard don't seem to hold. The stainless ones are nice, but they're not going to be as soft. These are nice rubber pieces and a real nice solid grip and a real nice feel to these, and they slide and they hold the stone beautifully. So on my Chef Knife to Go page, I'll have this, and I know it wasn't that expensive. Real fairly priced. All right, let's get going. All right, so we're not starting on the 8. We're going to start on the 5K stone. That's a mid-level grit. The edge on there is pretty good. I mean, pretty refined. I don't need to set bevels and do all of that. So we're starting from a 5 and we'll see how it does from there. This is a worn out 400 lapping it, creating a little bit of slurry. Just push that in there, tighten these guys. These are the ones that hold it to the edge, and those are tight, but that's fine. Okay, so now the razor. I have tape on this. I put 2 layers of Super 88. I'm just going to start there. I guess I could go 1. I'm going to use tape on these. These heavy grinds I use tape on, and because this is such a pretty razor and it's not mine, I'm going to put tape on it. So it also has a smile to it. So we are going to rock that edge back and forth, heel to toe, as I take it back and forth. It's kind of nice with this shorter blade. Very well made, very well made. The craftsmanship on this is just beautiful. It's a little bulky, but it's kind of thick. The stock on this is probably like a 3/8 inch stock, the thickness of the spine. But because it's so wide, I guess you have to because it's so wide, if you started like a normal 1/4 inch stock and you had a 10/8 blade, your beveling would be way too narrow. So get some water running on this boy. Now, as I do this, even with the tape on the spine, I can feel the drag on the stone, kind of like the stickiness. So I know that edge is, not only is it coming along well, this thing's gonna finish amazing. Someone asked me about that. They said, well, if you feel it stick, what does that, if I feel it stick on the 5, usually, you wait until the finish to feel it sticking, but I can feel some drag happening just on the 5. So yeah, that's it on the 5. Yeah, test fine. All right, now let's go to the 8. This is a Norton 8K. I started doing this with a Shapton. I would have my progression from the 2K Shapton, a 5, and an 8. But the 8K Shapton broke, and so I had this was my first stone. So I started using this, and I ended up really liking it. So I didn't replace the Shapton 8K. Anyway, yeah. So the Norton. I'm kind of laughing to myself here because as I feel this going across the stone, I feel that resistance I was just talking about on the 5. Beautiful feel. Just to the eye, it looks great. Okay, so what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to take and put it under the scope and see what it looks like. Make sure everything's to the edge. Make sure the whole edge is looking good from heel to toe. And then I'll be back for the finish stone. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the finish edge. And the stone that I'm going to use this is an Escher. This is a blue Escher. Thank you, Walt. Level it, make some slurry. I really like this stone. Now, usually I kind of know what, and this is a Tomo. This is the same. This stone is the same as this stone, but usually I know which what type of blade uses the best, takes the best edge or the best stone. Like I know that the Sheffields, I really like to put J-nats on those. A lot of the German stuff, or even the French, the TIs, I like cauticles. But this razor is an unknown entity to me. I don't know much about it. So I'm gonna go with the Escher. I always get great edges with this stone. And what I like about it is it just doesn't take much. The feeling on it. Just glassy feel. And I can feel some resistance. And I do the contact real light because although it doesn't feel like it or seem like it, these things cut really fast and they can be more aggressive. So I only do these X strokes on there. I don't do circles with it. I don't do any back and forth stuff. I'll do a couple of dilutions, but that's it. All right, one more. I don't like to take it to water. I found if I take it to water, similar to a J-knot, just plain straight water, the edge is not as comfortable, and that's only to me. So the slurry here, you can see it's just kind of cloudy. I don't know if you can even tell, but it's just a little bit cloudy, kind of like the same thing that I do with the J-knots. And yeah, see, I get that resistance, right? All the way through from the beginning to the end. I don't know if you can see the undercut on there, but it's totally perfect. All the way through. Bam. Bam. That's it. So that's all she wrote. All right, well, as you can see, that really wasn't too much. You know, 5/8 and a finish stone went pretty easy. Take a look at the pictures of the before and after. There is a difference, but we'll see what happens on the shave. So let's get that done. All right, let's see how this does after the edge I just put on it. So oh wow. You're gonna love this one, Michael. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I expected it to be better. I expected it to be like just a resharpened edge, so that the edge that he had sent me, you know, the edge that was on there, maybe, you know, it'd been used a while, but no, this is a whole different level here. Yeah, the absence of any kind of drag but just the smoothness to the edge. And I'm thinking that if I owned one of these razors and played with it for a while, I may even be able to get it better. All right. Yeah, so that absolutely was a much improved shave over the previous one. And like I had said, not just from the level of, you know, a fresh edge, but a whole different component to the, you know, the comfort level and just the way that it glides and all of the metrics of the shave were that much better. So in the end, it's a pretty amazing razor. I would say that, you know, it shaves as good as it looks at this point. So yeah, I'm happy with that. That was a really cool little test run that I had. So yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. A couple things, a couple favors I'd like to ask of you. The way that I'm doing my videos now, I am using a tripod. So let me know what you think about, especially some of the sharpening sequences as far as the angle, the lighting, and all of that stuff. Could you see what you needed to see? Yeah, how is the lighting here that I'm using right now is different from the previous video of the lighting. I kind of toned it down a little bit, put some warmer bulbs in. Let me know what you think about that. Otherwise, you guys have a great day. Have a great night. Enjoy your shave. And oh, if you have any questions, email me, drmatt1911@gmail.com. All right, guys, have a great night. We'll see you real soon. So what I've decided to do here is finish on a conical. Now I'm going to use this small less lat and this big old fat razor. Yeah, we're in there. Doesn't take much, it's not gonna take much, just under running water. This is the less lat hybrid side. I like this side better than the yellow side, but that's just me. Really? Yeah, see, I feel it. I feel it, yeah, you can feel it get a little sticky on that. Yeah. That's it.